Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're discussing the Patek Philippe 5078P-001. You can see and you can purchase this platinum enamel-dialed minute repeater on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoyed this video, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time to see our full sales listing for this watch, with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this enamel-dialed platinum automatic winding minute repeater. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that the only thing stealthier than this 5078 might be the F35. And there you go. I've just made a Patek seem cheap and affordable by comparison. I vote we all get a 5078 and scrap the F35. And you can see why. At 38 millimeters across the round of the case, not inclusive of the repeater slide or the crown, the watch is compact and traditionally sized. This is Patek Philippe in classical mode. Now the timepiece is also slim. Despite automatic winding in a minute repeater, it's 11 millimeters thick, which means it's actually 1 millimeter thinner than a standard Rolex Submariner. So the watch easily slides underneath the dress cuffs. If you're familiar with the Sub, you'll already know that this is going to fit with all of your formal attire and dress sleeves. Now the timepiece from lug to lug is quite manageable. A very traditional 44.5 millimeters horizontally across the wrist. This watch can, in my estimation, be worn on a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference with no sense of ill proportion or ungainly fit. This is a very compact piece. It is hefty, however. Fully platinum, you can see the signature Patek Philippe Platinum Q, the diamond, Vesselton and flawless, set between the lugs at 6 o'clock. Now the watch features a beautiful gloss rectangular scale, minimally bolstered, monotone stitch, folded edge alligator leather strap, and a simple classical, if distinctively styled, platinum pin buckle to match. Now the watch does have heft thanks to the platinum. In any size, platinum always surprises relative to what you expect when you pick up the timepiece. Patek Philippe does a good job of lending the case definition. You'll note the fluted lugs at all four corners, as well as the step of the case. There's the definition of the repeater slide, the repeater itself, inside the case, a very compact mechanism, and then there's also the step of the domed bezel where it abuts the case flank, as well as the junction of the case back to the case band. So the watch does not lack for character in spite of its compact dimensions, but it is the dial that stuns. You'll note the definition: email at 6 o'clock. No, it's not the Patek Philippe smartwatch, but it is awfully smart. The bottom line is that this watch can chime the time any time of day. It'll chime the hours, it'll chime the quarters, and then it will chime the minutes after the quarter. And perhaps the secret joy of the watch is that you know it's doing it all with springs and wheels, no electronics required. Of course, email, Francophone for enamel, is what this dial is made of. Grand Faux fired at up to 800 degrees Celsius, up to 20 times to create what you see here. The rejection rate is exceptionally high, and like the minute repeater, it is one of the arts that has been difficult, even for modern industry with computer-assisted design, to industrialize. Therefore, enamel dial by itself has always remained rare, just as minute repeaters, musical and requiring both the ear and the eye of a trained watchmaker, have remained scarce. So this is both rare arts in one, a métier d'art on the dial side, mechanical art on the reverse side. Let's talk a little bit about what you're getting. Now you're getting the Patek Philippe caliber R27 PS, so a repeater with petite seconde. It has 342 parts. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour when it's wound up. Automatic, it is remarkably convenient, such that having no date and winding itself, the watch is set it and forget it reliable. Just strap it on every day and it takes care of the rest. It has a 48-hour power reserve. However, there is no water resistance, as Patek Philippe minute repeaters are never water resistant in the interests of excluding sound damping rubber seals, as well as declining to break the interior to exterior air connection, which can dampen and reduce the sound quality as well as the sustain of the tone. Now, of course, all Patek Philippe chiming watches are application pieces. Therefore, precious few of them are made, as capacity is essentially limited by watchmaking capacity at the master level, as well as Terry Stern's personal time to sign off on the applications. So this is a truly extraordinary timepiece for the dial, for the case, for the automatic minute repeating caliber. beautifully finished with linear Côte de Genève across the bridges, rose lathe, clou de Paris guilloché atop the 22-karat gold winding mass, a filigree-style Calatrava cross with regulator organ just below, slowing the minute repeater to its beautiful cadence. We may as well hear it again. Now, of course, I had it set to 12:59 or something thereabouts before, and it's crossed over into 1 o'clock, so it chimes less, but just as beautifully. You'll note the black polished repeater hammers. They're actually satin finished on their sides, black polished, the highest level of optical finish on their tops, and then there's a beautiful mirrored anglage hand-rounded surface that acts as the transition between the two. Truly a work of art. On either side, the hand-painted, traditionally fired enamel dial, which rewards close viewing with a loop. You can see the minuscule imperfections created by the firing process, a very traditional craft art. And then on the case back, finishing at the level of state-of-the-art, virtuosity, as well as mechanical engineering and watchmaking, all of these in tandem, creating a spectacular watch to feel on the wrist, see with the eye, and hear with the ear. You can see, you can purchase, and you can hear this Patek Philippe 5078-001 on our website.